Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. It is a Wednesday, May 12th, 2021, 6:05 p.m. If we go ahead and next item on the agenda is we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God,
with liberty and justice for all.
Liberty and justice for all. Okay. Roll call. Let's go ahead and call roll.
Okay. Mr. Alan Jackson.
Present.
Ricardo Solis.
Present.
Rolando Perez.
Present.
Chris Haynes.
Excuse me.
Chris Haynes. Albert Lorry.
Present.
Alma Boteo.
Present. Present. Sorry, I had it on mute.
Okay. We have a quorum, Mr. Jackson.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next item is the citizen comments, and I'll just go ahead and read this. But I know we typically do the citizen comments during when we address each item on the agenda. We on each home we open and close the public hearings, but let me just mention that citizens interested in providing public comments on a particular issue are to call 956-794-1622, and when board members are discussing your case. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. No more than 3 persons will be allowed to speak on any side of an issue. Should there be more than 3 people wishing to speak on a particular issue, they need to select not more than 3 representatives to speak for them, and the presiding officer may limit the public comments further in the interest of an orderly meeting. Speakers may not pass their minutes to another speaker. Comments should be relevant to city business and delivered in a professional manner. No derogatory remarks will be permitted. And next, let's move on to consideration of the approval of the minutes for our regular meeting of April 14th, 2021. Do I hear? Okay, I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Same sign, motion carries. Okay, thank you. Next item is staff report, which is reports on demolition, on structures demolished or in the process of demolition. Do we have any items on that the staff wishes to comment on?
Yes, Mr. Jackson, we got 412 Zaragoza on District 8 has been demolished by Midas Constructors, LLC. It's already done. There were 2 structures on that property, and the 2 structures have been demolished. This is the Azteca area.
Okay.
And then we got 2504 Santa Rita Avenue. This was a problem with the Border Patrol, that there were a lot of illegal activity going on with the, it's being too close to the river. So it's been demolished now, and the lady next door is not complaining anymore, and she actually congratulated that we did a good job in doing this demolishing next to her house.
Yeah.
Very good.
We got also 3102 Chestnut Street. It's been demolished also by the same contractor, Midas Contractors. And we finally did the 1303 Philadelphia Street. It's been demolished, and everything has been cleared up from the property next to the apartment complex. And that was done by Triple IPG Enterprises Incorporated.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we got that property at 2401 Chipon Street, been demolished also. Right now, the only thing is code enforcement is doing the junk vehicles, and that's the only thing that's left. By ordinance, we have to give them 10 days to comply, and they're just waiting for the 10 days to expire so you can remove the junk vehicles. But the structure's already been demolished and everything has been cleared. That
Okay.
also was done by Triple I PG Enterprise. And in the downtown area, 1603 Iturbide Street, the two structures that were damaged there, that already been done. It was done by Midas Contractors, and they already finished the process, and they cleaned the whole debris.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Good job. Qué bueno.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Is that everything for this month?
Yes, sir, that's correct. Those demolished have been done, and we're just waiting for the other so we can move forward.
Okay. Very good. All right. Let's move on to public hearing, discussion of possible action regarding the demolition of structures identified as substandard and dangerous buildings. Item A, consideration of possible action on the property of Gerardo and wife Rosa Maria Hernandez, whose legal description is W.30-1, block 1890, Eastern Division, is commonly known as 3001 Street. Staff declares the property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25 0-025 Article 1 Section 24-1.4 Chapter 16 Section 16.55 21 22 23A 23B 232HI 232R and 232U. Staff recommends the demolition of this entire structure. Staff recommends the whole structure in the rear of property be demolished only. Do I hear a motion to open the public hearing for this item for this property?
I'll move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do we have anybody?
Aye.
Thank you. Do we have anybody here wishing to speak for the property owner?
Board members, we do have here some people that want to speak about this case, 3001 Vicente Street. Can you please state your name?
My name is Rosa Hernandez.
¿Usted puede decir su nombre?
Gerardo Hernández.
Okay. Board members, we are here to talk about 3001 Vicente Street.
You'll have 3 minutes.
What is it exactly that you need us to do? Clean, remove everything? What is it exactly that we need to do to be in compliance?
Well, it appears that the structure that's there is substandard, so you would need to demolish it, essentially, tear it down, dispose of it.
Okay, what happens if we just remove the walls and fix the roof and leave it as a garage, open garage, or like a palapa style?
That's up to the building department, if they would accept that as an option. I don't know, Jeremy, it's hard to tell what's going on from the pictures. I don't know if you guys can shed a little more light.
And you would have to submit plans to them. Yes.
I'm working on the property, and it's already cleaned up, and there is some cars over there, and I'm gonna remove those from the property, and then I'm working on the roof. They already put the shingles on the one on one side, and I'm gonna put the metal on the other side. I'm just I use it as a a warehouse. I put all my stuff over there. But that property is about 15 years old, and I'm gonna repair
The fence?
the size of the walls.
And,
I'm gonna replace the walls.
yes, and it also needs to be clean because I mean that very high brush and some of those trees.
No, that's already clean. That's old pictures. I don't know how old they are, but I was trying to clean it. But I will always have property, on the property because at night it's a pitch dark. And the people over there, they throw a lot of trash over there because it's a pitch black. And you can go at night, and you can see there is no. It's a black. I mean, it's very dark.
Ringo, do we have any recent pictures?
No, but you can. The inspector is welcome to go inside too because the property inside is in good
This is
condition
Rigo, are we referring to the pink structure right there, the one next to the truck, or is there a different structure that we're making reference to? Because
it's a next to the truck.
the
It's gonna
orange,
be the one next to the truck. I believe they were using it as a storage. It was reported by code enforcement.
Yeah.
Actually, code enforcement already contacted the owner. I think it was the owner that they were about to do a force clean, but the owner did the cleaning, and they also advised the owner that if he can go to the council, he's a council person, so they can put a light there on the pole. He's requesting lights there that's very dark in the night. But actually, code enforcement was taking care of that, the nuisance. We got the report, and I can only see the roof from the outside. The roof was okay, but the wall didn't. I mean, it was just like a little shed that they were using as a storage, and they got the junk vehicles around it. I don't know if they're working out with code enforcement about the junk vehicles and the high weights inside the property. They already cleaned the outside.
Mr. Hernandez, what about the fence? Is that going to be repaired?
The fence is in good condition as far as I know. Oh, you mean the fence next to the truck?
Yes.
I used to put that fence because I rent the property to the housing, and then there is a little kids. That's why I put the fence, but the fence I can remove it, and because they grow up already, and but the fence over there is just it's just there. I can remove it. I can clean it all there, and then I will.
So what's that recommendation on this? We can get on the 15 minutes already.
Actually,
Prepare everything to be in good condition.
the recommendation was to remove or fix the shed, and code enforcement was going to take care of the nuisance and the junk vehicles.
So I would, it's hard to tell from the photos what we're looking at here. If they want to take out a building permit to fix it, I'd be willing to give them some time to do that. But I would ask that maybe a building inspector go out there and take a look and assess the structure, just to make sure that it can be fixed before any permit is issued.
Right now, we're still in public hearing. We need to, I guess, close the hearing and then
Okay.
make our action.
Does the owner have any last comments before we close the public hearing?
No, that's it.
No, just, if you wanna, you're welcome to, the inspector to call me. Okay, okay. Thanks for coming.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Same sign, motion carries. Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to give the owner, since the owner came down to speak with us, to give the owner 30 days to obtain a building permit to either demolish or repair the structure. And that the structure meets all, building department requirements prior to any building permit issue.
Is there a time limit?
30 days.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll revisit in 30 days.
Yeah, we'll consider this in 30 days.
But the inspector's gonna go first. We need a permanent building, right?
Does anyone second that?
I do. I'll go and second that for you.
Hello?
After,
Okay, all in favor?
Oh, estoy en una contra.
Aye.
board members, after 30 days, do we bring this case back?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, thank you, board members.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody in favor of this motion?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Okay. Same sign, motion carries.
So,
Time.
can you, that's fine, let's continue.
Okay. All right. Next item is a consideration of possible action on the property of Maria J. Rodriguez, whose legal description is north half of Lot 1, Block 37, Eastern Division, commonly known as 601 Laredo Street. Staff declares this property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013 0-25, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 23A, 23B, 232HI, 232R, and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the two entire structures. Do we have anybody wishing to speak on behalf of the property? I make a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll second.
I second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Is there anybody here to speak on behalf of the property owner?
Yes, actually the owner came out today and got the demo order, the demo permit to do the demolition on both of the structures himself. He testified that he has a backhoe and everything, and he's going to start demolition no later than June of this year, and he has 6 months to comply with the permit. So we're gonna keep on monitoring, what's going on with the structures and how long it's gonna take to demolish the two structures.
Okay.
So do we just table this item, bring it back?
Yes, actually, well, he has 6 months, so he can comply with the permit that he took out today.
Okay.
We come back in 6 months, determine if it's in compliance or we go ahead with the demolition.
Oh, we can also, I can also do the other meeting, we can do an update and see how he's going, or, that's just a suggestion.
Yeah, maybe as an informational item at the next meeting under staff report, perhaps you can give us an update on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it would be good to have like a running log, just so that
Yes.
so
Just
these
so it
don't
doesn't
slip
get
through the
lost.
cracks.
Yes, we'll keep on, and it's actually it's open on a 311, so we'll keep updating it, and we'll show pictures each month that we have the meeting. We'll show pictures of the process or what's going on with the structures.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
Sure.
thank you. Motion to close the public hearing?
I'll motion that.
I'll second.
I'll second.
And then,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. So, all right, so we have a motion, I guess, I'll go ahead and make a motion that we I guess we revisit this and, since he has 6 months, we revisit this in 6 months, but staff will be updating us on a monthly basis, on next month's staff report. And every month thereafter until the process is complete.
forward.
Okay. Do I hear a second on that?
I'll
Second.
second. Or Mr. Pettis.
Okay. Okay. So you second that? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Same sign. Motion carries. Okay. The next item is consideration of possible action on the property of Minerva R. Pale, deceased, whose legal description is lots 1 and 3, block 341, Western Division, commonly known as 1702 Main Avenue. Staff declares this property as nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013-0-025. Articles 1, section 24, 1.4 of chapter 16, section 16.55, 21, 22, 238, 23B, 232HI, 232R, 232U. Staff declares a demolition of the entire structure in the rear facing Callahan Street. I'll make a motion to open the public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Do we have anybody here wishing to speak on behalf of the property owner?
Actually, no. There's no representation since it's already deceased. I think Wells Fargo was taking over the property, but I never got confirmation.
Okay.
Okay. I'll motion to close the public hearing.
Do we have any police reports or any criminal activity or court enforcement that has problems with this property?
Court enforcement did already the force clean. They removed all the debris from the sidewalk and the inside, but there was no reports on. I guess there was no report from PD.
What about with the Sergeant Valderas? Do you know if Sergeant Valderas has something on this property?
For 1702 Main, the last call we got there was on 3/14 of 21. It was an accidental overdose report. That's been the only report, the most recent one.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Board members, I don't know if you remember, we did the demolition of the mobile home right next to that property, right next to that structure.
Mhm.
Actually, there were 3 structures on the same property. It was a mobile home, brick house, and this house in the back. And we already removed the mobile home right next to this property, right next to this structure.
Rigo, do you know why we all didn't bring this up? Just
Yeah.
do it all at once? I'm just curious.
Excuse me?
Why, if this is the same property, why don't we just issue a demo order to demolish all of them?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember the property owner's name coming up before.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, because the property in the back was occupied, and we couldn't tag it as substandard.
I see. Okay, I got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think just the fact that there was an overdose there within the last 2 months, I would make a motion to demolish the structure or go with staff recommendation.
I would second that. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Same sign. Okay. All right. Last but not least, consideration of possible action on the property of Arnulfo Cisneros, whose legal description is east half of 8, Block 470, Western Division, commonly known as 1117 Constantinople Street. Staff declares this property as a nuisance in accordance with the current adopted ordinance 2013-0-025, Article 1, Section 24-1.4 of Chapter 16, Section 16.55, 21, 22, 238, 23B, 232HI, and 232R and 232U. Staff recommends demolition of the two entire structures. I make a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we have anybody wishing to speak on behalf of this property owner?
Yes, board member, we have Mr. Por favor, ¿puedes decir su nombre?
Arnulfo Cisneros.
Mr. Arnulfo Cisneros. He wants to talk about this property. We are recommending demolition of these two structures, but Mr. Arnulfo, he wants to talk about this property. Por favor, Mr. Arnulfo.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, board members.
Puede seguir en español.
In English, fine. So I come today to the committee to ask the committee to allow me the opportunity to do the necessary repairs and replacements on the two houses and bring them up to code. The reason being that the most important point, both houses are structurally sound and keeping brought up to code. On the outside, it looks bad. I mean, I know that the siding is worn, the windows are broken, but that can be replaced. Inside the house, the walls are sturdy. The walls are sturdy on the frame house. On the other structure, it's all brick. It has a cement floor, so only the front part is a wood structure, and that can be replaced. The siding panels and the windows will be replaced. As far as the premise, even though the houses are unoccupied, they're not abandoned because I live next door. My son lives next door to these two houses, and we keep a constant watch on the property. There have never been any reports of trespassing or criminal activity. In fact, it's fenced and we have dogs, so nobody goes in there. But like I said, basically, I come to ask that you allow me the opportunity to fix it, which is what I want to do. I just want to do the right thing. I have right now the means to do it, and the people lined up to do it. And if the inspector wishes to go in and inspect the houses on the inside to verify what I'm saying, that part of the structure being sturdy and repairable, they're more than welcome. In fact, we tried to just schedule an appointment to having to come to this hearing, because I was surprised when I was told that I had to come to a hearing. But unfortunately, we were not able to set one up. But I would really appreciate if the committee would allow me the opportunity to fix up these two structures, because I know that they're repairable and there's no need for this demolition. Thank you.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I think just looking at the structures, I think they don't look as bad as some of the others that we've seen. And so the fact that we have the owner here and he's willing to take out a permit to repairs. I don't know, what does the board think? Should we give him 30 days to get that building permit, or?
In my aspect, this is Jerry Pinzon. I like to. I just wanted to make the owner aware that obtaining a permit for the use of structures will require drawings, plans that will bring them up to code, and that includes a foundation, roofing, structure, electrical, mechanical, and plumbing.
Right.
Mr. Cisneros, do you have any issues with getting plans for these houses to bring them up to code?
No, sir. Like I said, I'll do whatever needs to be done to bring it up to code. All I ask is the opportunity to allow me to do it.
Okay, then,
I would make a motion that we let the owner have 30 days to get the actual permit. And then if he doesn't, well, we'll bring it up the following month and see what staff recommends at that time.
I second
I
that.
second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, same sign, motion carries. All right. All right, thank you very much, Mr.
thank you,
Cisneros.
Mr. Cisneros.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Well, actually, Alan, before you adjourn, I do want to bring up another item. As far as these meetings, Jerry, what's the city protocol now as far as, I don't know if anyone's interested in having these meetings in person, or do we want to do Zoom, or?
That's correct. And we were going to discuss this once we settle with the next meeting. Starting this week, the city has allowed us that we have an option to continue doing WebEx or live. And so we want to bring it up to the board. We are having a meeting training this week, later on this week, to get the details on how it would work. But in essence, we'll either continue doing Zoom or WebEx, or we'll meet at a conference, which most probably would be at City Hall, and like we used to have.
Okay. What are other city boards, city commissions? What are they doing at this point? Are they still meeting?
At the meeting that I had yesterday, most of them wanted to go live. There was just one board that mentioned that they had better participation through the WebEx, and so they requested to continue doing WebEx. So that's why we were given an option.
I'm fine either way. I just wanted to bring it up in case.
Get out there, yeah.
I know.
Good point.
We'll be able to do a hybrid where some people go live, and if it's convenient, some people stay WebEx.
I mean, we would have the capability of doing it, so I don't see why not. And we'll know more after this coming training that we're supposed to be getting to see how that would work.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend that the next one we'll do another WebEx, and then once we know for sure what will be the other options.
Okay, yeah, I guess Jerry just put an item on the agenda to make sure we talk about that at the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay, very good.
That was it.
Rigo, do we have the next calendar for the next meeting? Will be in June the 9th?
June.
Yes, sorry, I was talking and I was muted. Yes, June the 9th is going to be the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll have an item on the agenda to see what the recommendations will be from city management.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
I guess, yeah, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Hmm.
All in favor?
Thank you, board.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.